YouTube? Welcome back to another video, or welcome back to the first video if this is your first ever time finding me. I go by the name X Reaper. I am a content creator, trucker, streamer, you know, all that etc. But if you are new here, I want to welcome you to this channel. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now, if you go back and watch my previous video, you'll see that, you know, I made a video basically explaining how I started a business and then how the business didn't go how I wanted it to go, and I just basically had to sell everything and rebuild and get my CDL. And that's what this video is about. I know in my last video I said I was going with Prime Trucking, but that is only because Prime is literally playing games with me. Like, they're talking about it's some stuff on my background that need to be cleared up. And mind you, Swift ran my background. There's nothing on my background. And I just think, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna save that video until I'm actually in the doors of Prime to let y'all know like what they've been doing to me behind the scenes. But without further ado, basically I am packing up. I leave Monday. Today is Wednesday, so I am packing up. I'm saying goodbye, going back to Virginia, saying goodbye to Philly. And yeah, I got the family upstairs. I'm gonna show y'all the family, you know. Come along. Welcome to this segment of the video. Like I said, I am packing up to leave for Swift right now. So right now I'm repacking some of my boxes. You know what I mean? This is not the box. So basically this is not the box I'm taking with me to Swift. As you know, I did, you know, start a business, so I kind of like, you know, financially fell off the rails a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna bounce back. So first, I was living in the hotel for like a long ass time. I don't know if y'all seen my second channel. I was living in a hotel basically for a little minute. But I'm basically just gonna be saving all my checks, you know, so I can get a new apartment down in VA. So right now I'm going to go take my DOT drug test with Swift. I know this part of the video probably seemed real boring, but it's alright though. It's alright. I'm still trying to get back to used to vlogging. Alright y'all, so we have officially made it. We have touched down in Richmond, Virginia. You feel me? Oh, let me zoom out. Right now we in the hotel. I mean, my roommate not here right now, but he is here. I met him already. Cool dude from Philly like me. But it's a hotel. I ain't gonna lie. Swift not that bad with the hotel. Eagles just took the W. But yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably go out a little later, chat up with you guys. But yeah, today marks the day. We about to start. So I'm gonna pick up the camera later and let y'all know like what I'm feeling, what's my thoughts, and I'm gonna see if I can bring the camera tomorrow with me on the yard. But stay tuned. Alright guys, so week 1 in the books of doing orientation at Swift. Now I'm gonna let you know everything that I know of as of right now of week 1. Anybody that's thinking about coming to Swift and really want to know like how everything gonna play out, your recruiter maybe, or maybe they might not tell you that you're going to be in the hotel for 4 weeks, right? So when I talked to my recruiter, they told me I was going to come do orientation and then I was going to go on the road with a trainer for 4 weeks, and then I was going to come back. I was supposed to quote unquote come back to my home state, Philadelphia, and take my CDL take my CDL road test, right? Totally different story when I got here. Basically, the orientation is you do 4 weeks here, right? 4 weeks at orientation. You do week 1 like I just did. Basically week 1 was basically me sitting down at a computer. You know, some of the stuff that you study for, you like your knowledge test, your combination test, your air brake test, all that stuff, falling asleep at the wheel. Basically that's all broke down into 31 chapters, and he wants you to read 31 chapters, and you're going to have to take 31 tests. Now, granted, I passed all my tests. And I'm gonna, you know, give y'all the sauce later down the line of how I passed my test. But like, all right, so sitting in the class every day, you got to get up right? So you have to get up at shuttle. So the shuttle bus comes to pick you up from the hotel around like 7:45. Mind you, this might be different. And oh yeah, just to let y'all know, like this is Richmond, Virginia. So like Missouri or something where it might be totally different. But this is orientation in Richmond, Virginia. The shuttle bus will come pick you up at 7:45, but you're gonna have to kind of be up around like 6:05 in the morning if you really want to take a shower, eat breakfast, and all that. Granted, right? You're in the hotel for 4 weeks, but you're in the hotel for 4 weeks and they don't feed you. You're not getting paid nothing. It's like kind of like, all right, we pay for the hotel, but you survive on your own and shit. Now, granted, like some people's situations, not in a situation where like they like, all right, I got some money saved up. Some people probably were like, they probably quit their job thinking like, oh, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna get my CDL and I'm gonna be making bread. Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, before you come to Swift, you better have some bread saved up, at least like 2,000 just for food and detergent and all that. So like me personally, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Like I had to get a little stove top and all that stuff. I had to get a stove top so I can make sure I'm able to eat, because I don't want to be eating out all day and I just get fat as shit, right? So mind you, like, so have some money saved up before you come to Swift. And another thing is, like, I feel like I packed wrong, because I was under the impression that I was only going to be doing quote unquote like the orientation for 1 week, and then I was going to do my other 3 weeks on the road. No, orientation is basically that whole week, and that's what it is. You train there in Richmond, you train there, and you take your test there. You take your road test there. I didn't know that. I thought I was going back to my home state. You take your road test there, and then you go back to your home state to pick up your actual CDL license. And then they got like programs where I think it's called Top Gun. Top Gun, where you're doing a simulation truck. I'm gonna see if I can find a little clip of a video or something. But you're doing a simulation truck, and you do that for 2 weeks, and then you go on the road with a mentor. And me personally, I'm not doing that, because why would I do a simulation when I can just really get out there and do the real thing? Like, I'm best if I do the real thing and I learn the real thing in real time, not no fucking simulation. And then it's pointless too, because I just found out today, the simulation, you stay in the hotel for 1 night, and then he'd be like, all right, get out the hotel. If you doing the simulation, you gonna go sleep in the truck. So for all that, you might as well just go out on the real field. That didn't make sense to me. But training, I'm gonna talk about training pay. Once you complete your 4 weeks of doing orientation on the computers, and then 3 weeks, practicing backing and maneuvers and all that stuff. So after you do your 4 weeks, you only gonna get $650 every week, and that is before taxes. So it's only gonna come out to like 5 something. And I ain't gonna lie, like that's crazy. Asking me, like, that is crazy, like, to try to live off of, especially on the road. And mind y'all, like, y'all know initially I didn't want to come here. I didn't want to go with Swift, but Prime was taking mad long. So Prime pays you $900 a week before taxes. So your check probably come out to like 7 something, 8 something, depending on how much taxes and all that stuff get took out. And at Prime Terminal, they put you in a hotel and they feed you 3 times a day. Swift, they don't feed you 3 times a day. Like, we had people in our class like literally go home because they like, yo, like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, my family need a check. Like, my family not gonna get no check for 4 weeks. Like, and then what I'm supposed to do? Like, I can't eat out here because I came out here under the impression that like it was paid training. So if y'all like confused, or you talk to a recruiter and you like me, once you talk to a recruiter, you start watching everybody videos on YouTube. Listen. Is not paid, okay? So come out here with some bread, try to get some food stamps or something. So yeah, that's week 1. That's everything I learned in week 1. They basically like, yo, you gonna drive for us for a year, you gonna pay us this bread back, blase blase. Everybody know that. What else is crazy that I really don't hear people talk about? I guess this is just week 1. You feel me? I'm gonna see how it really is. I'm gonna let y'all know, like, if my instructors is really like assholes, or granted, like my teacher that in my week 1 training, he was good. But they gave us the pre-trip. This is the pre-trip inspection. This is the script. And I ain't gonna lie, they make it kind of easy. Because mind you, like I said, in Richmond, Virginia, they test you here. They give you a checklist to use on your test. You can use this checklist on your test. So I was saying like, oh, you can use this, dog? But I was like, nah, something gotta be up. So you can use it, make sure you don't forget anything, but you still have to know the script, because you still have to tell your instructor like, this is that, this is that, this is this, and this is that. And I'm doing this so this can pump to this. So you still have to break it down to them. But I think that is a helpful resource. Yeah, that's what I got right now. I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of other people kind of got the same plan as me. Like I think right now, I'm just gonna get my CDL through them. Probably work for them for like 3-4 months, and then just go ahead and skedaddle out of there and go to prom like I wanted to, because this is I don't think realistically, like, if you ain't got no kids and all that stuff, like, this is for you. But y'all know I just had a son. You know, I'm trying to, I got stuff to do, and I can't be, it's not worth me being on the road and not being near my son. It's not worth it at all.
A celebrity, she singing me a song, but that shit had no melody.
All right, welcome back to this section of the video. I just want to give y'all a little update what's going on. Basically, with me training and me on a pursuit to get my CDL. So I think last time I picked up this camera, it was after week 1. So I'm gonna fill you guys in what happened with week 2 and week 3. So week 2, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little shaky for me. I was like, yo, I'm ready to probably get the fuck out of here. I don't think this shit for me. Only for the simple reason is I had to switch my instructor. So if you come to Swift Richmond, I ain't gonna lie, you don't want to train with Craig, all right? Ask for Lewis. So my problem with Craig was on Monday, he gave us a sheet and it was the pre-trip paper. And basically only on Monday, he pointed out what everything was. And ever since then, he just been like, yo, read from the sheet and, you know, go about it. And tested us for it on Friday. And I failed tremendously. Because I always never been a person who can just sit there and look at a paper and learn shit. Like, that never been me. That has always been my trouble in school. Just period. I can't just look at a paper and fucking memorize that shit. I gotta know what I'm looking at, what I'm supposed to be seeing and shit of what I'm looking at. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people. So he tested me on Friday, I failed. Okay. And then came Monday, mind you, we off Saturday and Sunday. Came Monday, he was trying to test me on it again. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you act like I had the truck with me this weekend. I didn't have no time to study, so I basically told bro, like, I was like, yo, I'm not taking that test. Like, you're going to have to tell him, like, I'm not taking that test today. So he told him I wasn't taking the test today. I stood on business, you feel me? Because I wasn't taking the test. So he had the head person come and talk to me and was like, all right, like, try to memorize what you can and all that shit, and we're going to test you for it another day. I was like, all right, cool. I took the liberty of, basically, they don't want you, it's crazy, in Swift, they don't want you to take any pictures or any videos of the trucks, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I said, fuck that. I'm taking all pictures I can. So if y'all seen on my wall, y'all see on my wall right there, bro, that's all the pictures of the truck. Like, all parts of the truck I need to know. I got the back, the tandems, the clearance pads, I got the fifth wheel, all that shit. And what I did is, that pre-trip script, they like to throw a lot of things in there and it's repetitive and they try to like throw your brain off, which I really took it and I made it to my own thing, right? I made it to my own thing to the point where I can pass and I know what I'm talking about. So that's what I did. And like I said, with that pre-trip script, when you get to Swift, a lot of these things you can literally say in the beginning. You don't have to wait until all right, for example, I can just show y'all better than I can tell y'all, right? Now, where's my pre-trip paper? All right, my pre-trip paper is right here, right? Now, let's just, for example, you see where it say lenses are not cracked, broken, or missing and are the proper color? And you see right here where it say a vehicle is level. My vehicle is level, is sitting front to back and side to side. A leaning vehicle can indicate suspension issues. You can say a vehicle is level with the lenses, right? You can say that. When you're in front of that truck, you can say that. So I just found it better for me to actually put some things together instead of me like, all right, this is only this, and then me walk all the way over to the other side of the truck, and then now I gotta come back and remember this. Like, that's too much. So my advice to anybody who is looking to come to Swift and you are looking to get your CDL through them, make that pre-trip shit your own. Like, make it your own thing.
Hey, I hit up to the top, I'm a Roswell.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to this section of the video. As y'all can see by the transition, this is the week we have been waiting for. It is officially test week, you know what I mean? So I test this Thursday, which is probably 14, 15, October 16, 2025. I test Thursday. As y'all can see, I've been studying. Your boy been trying to get to it. But overall, this is my Swift experience, you feel me? And I'm just basically giving y'all my experience. Y'all experience could be totally different than mine. One thing I will say about Swift though, motherfucker, I ain't staying here. I ain't staying with Swift, bro. I already got my plan. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay with them for like 3 to 6 months. And then I'm going to food service so I could be home every day and be with the family and still make $2,000 to $3,000 every 2 weeks. You feel me? It's just worth it. Like, so with that being said, listen, this has been an experience. It's been a ride. I know by the time you guys are seeing this video, I already got my CDL and I'm probably on the road somewhere editing this video as we speak. But to my future self, today, because I believe in you so much, I already booked a trip to Bora Bora that's set for August next year. And because I believe in you so much, you're going to do big things when it comes to the CDL shit. Like, you're going to get to the racks. You finally going to have that financial freedom that you've been looking for. And, you know, I believe that you can go to Bora Bora. Bora Bora is like $7K just for the hotel. That's not for the flights. But I believe that you can do it. I believe that you're going to be disciplined. You're going to stack your bread. You're going to get your credit right. You're going to have that Amex card. You feel me? I believe you can do it. So, that being said, I will pick this camera up when I get my CDL. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. That is a wrap, boys. Boys and girls, that is a wrap. I am officially a CDL holder. Feel me? I have my CDL license now. I passed today, Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Feel me? I took my test last Thursday. I failed on my pre-trip. Y'all want to know why I failed on my pre-trip? I failed on my pre-trip because I said that my locking jaws, or no, I said my kingpin was wrapped around my locking jaws. Just miswording that shit, and that one thing just failed me. He got me out of here for that. But it's cool. I had to take some time, really go back home, really just remember like what I'm doing this shit for, to get that kind of motivation back. Came back on Monday, just, you know, studied that shit behind me. Went today to take my test. I was really locked in, and I passed my pre-trip. And I ain't gonna lie, I got out the truck and did that shit 3 times. Like, I did my first I started from the back, worked my way to the front. Then I started from the front, worked my way to the back. And then I got in the truck, did my in cab. Then I hopped out the in cab and I did my pre-trip inspection again, just to make sure I did not forget nothing. Which I didn't. So he told me I passed. I was like, whew, it was like a little weight lifted off my shoulder. But then we got to the parallel parking. I started doing the parallel parking, all that shit. Got that shit in the box. Didn't hit no cones, no nothing. I did go over the line a little bit. Like, I backed up a little bit too far. But that shit didn't fail me. You feel me? That was my only point I got deducted the whole test. And then we went on the road, and it was a wrap from there. It was literally a wrap from there. Like, I passed my test. He told me congratulations. So, yeah, now, shit, this shit crazy. Now your boy make $100K a year before the YouTube checks, you feel me? But I'm gonna tell y'all some shit real soon, because I be seeing a lot of people in my comment section talking about some, oh, you dedicated your life to Swift for a year, yada yada yada. Like, bro, worry about what you got going on. Worry about you, man. Don't worry about me. I got me, and I got what I got going on over here. You feel me? Worry about what you got and what you got going on over there. But I just want to give y'all some motivation real quick before this video concludes. Listen, y'all. Just February, I was working Canada Dry. Fucking car breaking down. Fucking car wouldn't even start sometime. Canada Dry. Living in a hotel, paying for a hotel every week. Got my first kid on the way. Like, I'm talking about only making like what, $700 a week. Putting in 62 hours a week just for that shit. Shit was bullshit. That shit was worse slavery work at its finest. And just like that, I locked into something. I told myself I was going to do it. I told myself I had to get this shit. And just like that, I'm in a bracket to make $100K a year. So just like that, your life can change. Just like that, as long as you lock into some shit, you feel me? And now I feel like I'm at the stage now where I locked into making good money so I can be able to maintain and live life and still be able to pursue my dreams and shit of being a content creator full time. Now I can focus on content creation. Now I have the money to fund my content creation. Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, not everybody is lucky. Not everybody like me. Like, I'm not lucky. You feel me? I'm not one of the lucky ones. And I do believe, sorry to get off a little topic, but I do believe that, yeah, some people do get lucky with this shit. But sometimes you gotta work so hard to really make your luck. You have to make your luck. Like, you just can't be like, oh man, this boy only got it because he lucky. Hell no, I'm not one of them people. I can't just sit around and be like, oh, he got it because he lucky. No, I got it. I got to get it because I work for it. And because I'm working towards it, that luck going to spark. You feel what I'm saying? And just for a simple fact, like, listen, y'all. I was showing y'all my wall. But you just got to want it. You just got to want it. That's it. You got to want it. It's only, like, your life is in your hands. Your life is in your hands. Nobody told me to do this. I just made this shit up myself. Your life is in your hands, okay? Your choices, your decisions. So, that being said, I hope I inspired some of you guys to get your CDL. And if I haven't inspired you yet, just know I will be inspiring you guys real soon. Because now that we got our CDL, the next step is getting a new apartment, getting a little car for right now, and building up credit so we can go I-8, you feel me? So we can go I-8 by summertime. I'm just happy, man. It's been a long fucking journey. Long journey. A long ass journey. Like, I keep saying it, but y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. That German knowledge test, how they studying for that shit. Air brake combination. You know, I had to go through my little shit with prom. Prom was fucking delaying me. I could have been had this shit done. But everything comes on time. Everything comes at the right time. And, you know, you just gotta accept that when it's your time, it's your time. But with that being said, before this video concludes, if you come to Swift, if you decide to come to Swift Academy, Swift Transportation, whatever you want to call it, and you come to the Richmond location, ask for Mr. Lewis. Alright, Mr. Lewis, I'm telling you, that shit was crazy. Like, he be trying to teach me this shit, and I just get so frustrated. I'm like, yo, I hop out the truck. I'm like, you back that shit in, and like. He just remind me like one of my old football coaches. I ain't gonna lie. He remind me of one of them. But if you come to the Richmond location, ask for Mr. Lewis. Alright? Ask for Mr. Lewis. He gonna take care of you. He gonna make sure you pass your test. Especially he gonna make sure you pass your back-end test and your road test your first time like I did. Alright? So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video when we go on this fucking 7K to 8K run. And we get our own truck and all that shit, alright? See you guys in the next video.